Erasmus Plus is the European Union's framework programme for education, training, youth and sport. This presentation gives an overview of the funding opportunities offered by the programme. Opportunities are available for individuals and higher education institutions worldwide who are interested in international mobility and cooperation activities with Europe. Launched in 2014 for a period of 7 years, the programme has a budget of over 16 billion euro to develop and efficiently use human talent and social capital, but not just in Europe, also worldwide. It includes a large international component open to organisations and individuals from all over the world. For the higher education sector specifically, it will fund mobility for more than 2 million university students and staff. It will also fund more than 20,000 transnational cooperation projects. You will find detailed information on the programme and the entire range of funding opportunities and application procedures on the Erasmus Plus website. Please note that for the purposes of this presentation, the term universities refers to all higher education institutions recognised as such by the relevant authorities in their countries. Please click on the section you are most interested in so that we can provide you with the most relevant information for your situation. Are you an individual interested in obtaining a mobility scholarship or fellowship in order to study, teach, train or be trained abroad? Are you interested in setting up an international cooperation project between your university and universities worldwide? Or are you interested in developing European studies in your university? Please click on the relevant section of the screen that you're most interested in. Erasmus Plus offers mobility scholarships and fellowships for students and staff to study, teach, train or be trained in a foreign university. These grants cover staff or student exchanges between Erasmus Plus programme countries. They also cover staff or student exchanges between Erasmus Plus programme countries and partner countries around the world. Erasmus Plus mobility grants are available to students as of the second year of their first university degree, up to and including them being PhD candidates. Erasmus Plus mobility grants are also available to academic and administrative university staff. All Erasmus Plus mobility grants are awarded after institutional agreements are signed between the participating universities. These agreements are designed to provide a solid framework in which the mobility can take place. They cover the administrative, financial and logistic aspects of the mobility, as well as the academic content. All students' international study or training periods covered by the scholarship must be recognised and count towards the student's qualification. The most common forms of mobility are the short-term mobility scholarships for students and staff. They vary in length from 2 days up to 2 months for staff, from 5 days up to 2 months for staff on international mobility, and from 3 months up to 12 months for students. The financial support provided by Erasmus Plus covers travel and living costs abroad. The scholarship contribution to the travel costs varies depending on the distances. The contribution to living costs depends on the destination country. It varies between €650 and €1,000 per month for students, and between €70 and €160 per day for staff. The first step students or staff should take if they're interested in a mobility grant is to check whether their home university has signed Erasmus Plus institutional agreements with other universities. You should check this with the International Relations Office of your university to see what Erasmus Plus scholarships are available and what the application requirements are. The number and type of scholarships available in each university will vary, depending on the university's international strategy and its involvement in Erasmus Plus activities. The International Relations Office should provide the candidates with all the information required to apply and, if successful, define or agree on their teaching, training or learning activities during the mobility period. Staff can apply mainly for teaching assignments or to be retrained. The study programme abroad for student mobility must be fully recognised by the home university and count towards the student's qualification. If you would like to learn more about this funding opportunity, do have a look at our webpage in the section entitled Key Action 1, Mobility for Higher Education Students and Staff, or the section entitled Student Credit Mobility and Staff Mobility. If you are interested in longer periods of mobility abroad, Erasmus Plus also offers full master degree scholarships to study for an Erasmus Mundus joint master degree. These are delivered by an international consortium of universities and last 12, 18 or 24 months. Mandatory study periods in at least 2 different European universities are necessary and should lead to the award of fully recognised double, multiple or joint master degree. Each Erasmus Mundus joint master degree consortium is responsible for defining its own application requirements, selection procedure and calendar. The master's scholarship covers the student's travel and installation costs, insurance and living allowances while abroad, as well as all registration, enrolment, tuition, examination and other fees charged by the consortium delivering the master programme. The scholarship varies between €17,000 and €25,000 per year, depending on the distance between the home and the host university. If you are interested in applying for such a scholarship, have a look at the list of ongoing Erasmus Mundus joint master degrees. They can be found on the Erasmus Plus website in the section entitled Key Action 1, Erasmus Mundus joint master degrees. You must follow the application procedure described on the university's website. There are more than 100 master programs available at present in a very wide range of disciplines, from agriculture to water management, winery to robotics, tropical forestry to literature, and many other academic areas. Do also have a look at the Erasmus Plus Student and Alumni Association website. Current and former Erasmus Plus scholarship holders give useful information there about how to apply and their own experiences during and after their studies. Erasmus Plus Student and Alumni Association also offers many networking possibilities for upcoming, ongoing and former Erasmus Plus scholarship holders. If you would like to take a look at our website now, please click here. If you would prefer to continue with the presentation, please click here. The Erasmus Plus programme also aims to build the capacities of higher education institutions so that they can make a better contribution to the social and economic development of society, not only in the European Union but worldwide. As a result, the Erasmus Plus programme funds joint cooperation projects, which are designed, developed and implemented by international consortia of higher education institutions in Europe and beyond. Although non-European universities can participate in several actions of the programme, there are 3 actions which are more specifically focused on cooperation between European and non-European universities. Firstly, bilateral agreements between universities on an international mobility project for higher education students and staff. Secondly, capacity building projects, which support the modernisation of higher education sector in eligible partner countries outside of Europe. And thirdly, Erasmus Mundus joint master programmes, which are open to international students worldwide. Bilateral mobility agreements must be signed between European and partner country universities and between European universities themselves before mobility of higher education students and staff can take place. The purpose of these agreements is to ensure full transparency in the way the mobility is organised and implemented. This includes all administrative, financial, logistic and academic aspects. On the basis of these agreements, European universities apply for Erasmus Plus funding in order to obtain funding for their staff and students' scholarships and fellowships, and for those of their non-European partners. Details of the scholarships are provided in the mobility section of this presentation. If you would like to learn more about these funding opportunities, do have a look at our website under the section entitled Key Action 1, Mobility for Higher Education Students and Staff. The second action is called Capacity Building in Higher Education. It is the main instrument of the Erasmus Plus programme, which targets higher education institutions and systems in partner countries outside the EU. Capacity building projects in higher education are 2 to 3 years long. They are implemented through multilateral partnerships of higher education institutions from both programme countries and eligible partner countries. They support the modernisation and development of higher education institutions and systems in the eligible partner countries. They are designed to have a structural and sustainable impact on institutions and systems in these countries. They encourage synergies and the sharing of experience and good practice between institutions and countries. Capacity building projects not only promote cooperation between the EU and the eligible partner countries, they also foster regional integration and cooperation within and between different regions of the world. Projects also aim to support the creation, implementation and monitoring of policies promoting reforms in the partner countries involved. Capacity building projects typically focus on three main activities. Firstly, curriculum development activities. Secondly, the modernization of governance and the management of higher education institutions and systems. And thirdly, the strengthening of relationships between the world of higher education and its wider socio-economic environment. Annual calls for proposal are published by the European Commission. Please have a look at the Erasmus Plus website to find out more about how to put together a consortium. The list of which partner countries are eligible is available in the Erasmus Plus programme guide. The size of each project varies between €500,000 and €1 million. The grant can be used to cover staff costs, travel costs, costs of stay, equipment, and subcontracting. Project activities typically include meetings, group discussions, training and teaching activities, national and international travel, and the design and implementation of new methodologies and approaches. Project activities can also include publications and dissemination activities, the purchase of equipment, and the creation or establishment of new structures and functional units within institutions. If you would like to learn more about these funding opportunities, please have a look at our website under the section entitled Key Action 2, Capacity Building in Higher Education. The third international cooperation action concerns the setting up of integrated Erasmus Mundus joint master degrees. These are delivered by an international consortium of universities and, where relevant, other educational and non-educational partners. They are prestigious master programs with highly selective entry. They last for 12, 18 or 24 months. This action aims to make Europe a more attractive destination for the best master students from around the world. The action also aims to boost students' skills, competences, and to make them more employable in the future. Each consortium is responsible for defining together the content, structure, and delivery method of the master programme. It must define together all the academic, administrative, and financial arrangements for the students' mobility. These include the students' application and selection procedure, the evaluation and quality assurance mechanisms, as well as the final recognition method. This integrated approach is one of the key characteristics of the Erasmus Mundus joint master degree. Other key elements include the need for students to study in at least 2 different countries and the obligation for the consortium to deliver joint, double or multiple degrees. The Erasmus Plus funding awarded to each master programme contributes to the organisational costs of delivering the 3 consecutive editions of the master's programme. In addition, the consortium will be provided with up to 45 high-level student scholarships to be offered to the best master students worldwide. The overall financial support covering the management and the delivery of the master course, as well as the 45 master student scholarships, amounts to approximately €2 million per programme. There are currently more than 100 Erasmus Mundus joint master's degrees existing in a wide range of disciplines. It is expected that at the end of the Erasmus Plus programme, more than 300 of them will have been funded. They will involve more than 30,000 students and staff worldwide. Annual calls for proposal are published by the European Commission. If you would like to learn more about this funding opportunity, do have a look at our website in the section entitled Key Action 1 Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Degrees. The Erasmus Plus programme also supports the Jean Monnet activities, named after one of the founders of the European Union. The Jean Monnet Action aims to promote excellence in teaching and research in the field of European Union studies worldwide. These actions also foster dialogue between the academic world and policymakers, with the aim of enhancing governance. European Union studies comprises of the study of Europe in its entirety, with particular emphasis on the European integration process, both from an intra-European perspective and from outside of Europe. The discipline also includes the role of the EU in a globalised world, in promoting active European citizenship and dialogue between people and cultures. You can benefit from and get involved in Jean Monnet activities if you are a professor, a young researcher, scholar, civil servant, or school teacher. You can also benefit from and get involved in Jean Monnet activities if you are a member of a civil society organisation, a policymaker at local, regional or national level, or a practitioner in the field of European Union affairs. In order to apply, you must be a higher education institution or other organisation active in the field of European integration studies, established in any country of the world. Individuals cannot apply directly for a grant. If you are a higher education institution, you can apply for Jean Monnet actions supporting teaching and research in the form of modules, chairs and centres of excellence. A Jean Monnet module is a short teaching programme in the field of European Union studies at a higher education institute, with a minimum duration of 40 teaching hours per academic year. A Jean Monnet chair is a teaching post with a specialisation in European studies for university professors for a minimum of 90 hours per academic year. A Jean Monnet Centre of Excellence is a centre of competence and knowledge on European Union subjects. The centre should have a major role in reaching out to policymakers, civil servants, civil society organisations and the general public. If you are an association of professors and researchers specialised in European Union studies, you can apply for Jean Monnet support. The explicit purpose of the association must be to contribute to the study of the European integration process at national or transnational level. The association must have an interdisciplinary character. All of these activities are financed for 3 years. Jean Monnet also supports policy debates within the academic world. If you are a higher education institution or other organisation active in the area of European integration, you can apply for a Jean Monnet project or to create a Jean Monnet network. Project applications are submitted by one organisation only to support activities which make European content better known. For this activity, funding is awarded for 1 to 2 years. Finally, the Jean Monnet networks, which aim to gather information, exchange practice, build knowledge, and promote the European integration process around the world. A minimum of 3 institutions from 3 different countries is required. Funding is awarded for a period of 3 years. If you would like to learn more about Jean Monnet Action and its funding opportunities, please have a look at our website in the section entitled Jean Monnet Activities.